Stop trying to achieve success. Stop chasing success like it's running from you. Success isn't caught, it's earned. Focus on the work, the sweat, the late nights when nobody's clapping. When you commit to excellence, success has no choice but to find you. Fall down, fail forward, get back up stronger. That's the process. Stop trying to achieve success, become valuable, and success will chase you. 1. Stop chasing success and start chasing excellence through daily discipline. 2. Failure isn't a stop sign, it's a lesson pushing you forward. 3. Build value in yourself and success will naturally follow. Stop chasing success and start chasing excellence through daily discipline, because the truth is, success gets noisy and distracting when you stare at it too hard, and before you know it, you're running after applause instead of purpose. So listen, every single day you wake up, you're handed a choice, not a trophy, not a title, just a choice to show up or shrink back, to do the small boring things right when nobody's watching, or to wait for motivation like it owes you something. And here's the part most people don't like hearing: excellence doesn't care how you feel, it doesn't wait for perfect timing, it doesn't ask if you're tired, it demands consistency, that quiet discipline of doing what needs to be done long before it pays off. And that's where the gap is, right there, because everybody wants success, but very few want the routine that earns it. They want the destination without respecting the road, but life doesn't work like that. Not on my watch, not in the real world, because excellence is built in the dark, early mornings, late nights, when excuses sound reasonable and nobody would blame you for quitting, yet you keep going anyway. That's discipline, that's character, and character outlasts talent every single time. I've seen gifted people lose their way because they fell in love with being seen instead of being sharp. They chased success like it was a spotlight instead of a byproduct. But excellence is different. It's humble, it's patient, it's stacking one good habit on top of another until momentum shows up uninvited. And here's the thing, discipline isn't punishment, it's self-respect in action. It's saying I'm worth the effort even when results are slow. And yes, some days you'll feel fired up, other days you'll feel empty, but discipline carries you on both, because motivation fades, feelings change, moods lie, but discipline shows up and clocks in. And when you commit to excellence daily, you stop asking the world to validate you. You validate yourself through your actions, and slowly, almost secretly, your standards rise. You stop settling for average conversations, average work, average goals, because excellence rewires how you see yourself. You don't cut corners anymore. You don't rush the process. You understand that greatness is rented and rent is due every day, no days off, and people will say you're doing too much, working too hard, taking it too seriously. Let them talk, because they don't see the long game. They don't see that discipline compounds, just like interest, just like faith, just like effort invested consistently over time, and one day, without warning, doors start opening. Not because you begged for them, but because your preparation made you undeniable. That's when success shows up confused, wondering how it found you. But you'll know it was built brick by brick, choice by choice, habit by habit. And don't get it twisted, excellence doesn't mean perfection. It means progress with intention. It means owning your mistakes, learning fast, adjusting quicker, and getting back to work without drama. Because discipline doesn't dwell, it directs. It keeps your eyes forward even when your knees are shaking, and when setbacks hit, and they will. Excellence is what keeps you standing when quitting looks comfortable, because discipline gives you roots, not just wings, and roots matter when storms come, and storms always come. So stop chasing success like it's a finish line, because it isn't. It's a mirror. It reflects who you've been becoming all along. Chase excellence instead. Chase mastery. Chase growth. Chase being better than yesterday, even if nobody notices, especially if nobody notices, because that's when the work is pure. And when your focus shifts from outcomes to effort, pressure loosens its grip, anxiety quiet. down, and confidence grows naturally because you trust your preparation, you trust your habits, you trust the hours you put in when no one was clapping, and that trust shows in how you walk, how you speak, how you handle adversity, and people feel it, opportunities feel it, rooms make space for it, not because you demanded success, but because excellence commanded respect, and at that point success isn't the goal anymore, it's just the evidence, the receipt, the echo of disciplined days strung together with purpose. So wake up tomorrow not asking what will make me successful, but asking, what will make me excellent today? And then do that again the next day and the next. Because when excellence becomes your lifestyle, success stops being something you chase and starts being something you attract quietly, powerfully, inevitably. Failure isn't a stop sign, it's a lesson pushing you forward, and the moment you truly understand that, everything changes, because most people see failure as a verdict on who they are, not a message about what they need to learn, so they quit early, they shrink, they play it safe, but listen to me. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the contract. You don't get one without signing up for the other, and every time you fall short, miss the mark, or get knocked flat on your back, life is trying to teach you something valuable, but only if you're humble enough to listen. Instead of complain, because failure doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to develop you. It comes to strip away your ego, your excuses, your illusions, and leave you with truth, raw and uncomfortable, but powerful. And the problem is, we live in a world that celebrates winning but hides losses, so people think successful folks never failed, never doubted, never struggled. That's a lie. Every strong person you admire has a relationship with failure. They've been rejected, embarrassed, told no, told never, told you're not enough, and instead of stopping, they studied the loss. They asked better questions, they adjusted their approach, and they moved forward wiser, not bitter, because failure only becomes a dead end when you refuse to learn from it. Otherwise, it's a classroom, and tuition is paid in pain, disappointment, and patience. But the lessons last a lifetime, and here's the truth most people avoid. Failure hurts because it matters. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't feel anything. So pain is proof you're alive, proof you tried, proof you stepped into the arena instead of watching from the sidelines. And I'll take scars over comfort any day, because scars mean growth, and growth demands friction, and when failure shows up, it tests your character, not your talent. It asks, are you willing to keep going when the applause is gone, when confidence is shaky, when results are delayed? And that's where many people turn around, not because they can't succeed, but because they don't want to sit with the discomfort of being a beginner again, of being wrong, of starting over. But starting over isn't weakness, it's courage. It's saying, I believe in my future more than I fear my past, and every setback sharpens you if you let it. It teaches discipline, resilience, humility, and focus. Quality success demands, but comfort never builds. And don't misunderstand me. Failure doesn't mean repeat the same mistake over and over. That's not growth. That's stubbornness. Failure means reflect, recalibrate, and rise with intention, stronger than before, smarter than yesterday. And when you stop taking failure personally, you start taking it seriously. You stop asking why me and start asking what now. And that question changes everything, because what now puts you back in control. It turns loss into leverage. It turns disappointment into direction. And slowly, you begin to trust yourself more, not because you always win, but because you know you can recover, and that confidence is unshakable, because it's earned, not imagined. And people who have never failed break easily, because they don't know how to rebuild, but people who have been tested carry a different energy. They're grounded, patient, focused, because they've seen the bottom and survived it. And that's power, real power, not loud, not flashy, but steady. And when fear whispers, what if you fail again, you answer, so what? I've been there before, and I came back wiser. And that mindset frees you. It frees you to take risks, to speak up, to go all in without needing guarantees, because you understand that failure is feedback, not fate, and the lesson will repeat until it's learned. But once it is, it becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, and one day you'll look back at moments that almost broke you and realize they built you instead. They redirected you, protected you from paths that weren't meant for you, and prepared you for opportunities you couldn't handle back then. So don't curse your failures, don't hide from them, sit with them, study them. Respect them, because they're shaping you into someone stronger than success alone ever could. And when you finally rise, when things start to click, when doors open and momentum builds, you'll carry gratitude instead of arrogance, wisdom instead of ego, because you'll know how fragile progress is and how powerful persistence can be. So the next time you fail, don't stop, don't panic, don't quit. Pause, learn, adjust, and keep moving, because failure isn't telling you to turn back. It's telling you you're getting closer, and if you stay in the fight long enough, those lessons will turn into leadership, those losses into legacy, and that's when you realize failure wasn't blocking your path. It was guiding you forward all along. Build value in yourself, and success will naturally follow, because success is attracted to who you become, not to who you pretend to be. And once you grasp that truth, you stop begging the world for opportunities and start preparing yourself to deserve them. See, too many people chase titles, money, applause, and shortcuts, but they skip the hard inner work that actually makes those things sustainable. And value isn't loud. It's quiet confidence built through skill, integrity, discipline, and growth, day after day, when nobody's watching and nobody's praising. And here's the thing. World doesn't reward potential. It rewards usefulness. It rewards people who solve problems, who bring something to the table, who show up prepared, consistent, and reliable. And that kind of value doesn't come overnight. It's earned through learning when others are resting, through practicing when others are scrolling, through improving when others are complaining. And the moment you shift your focus from how do I get success to how do I get better, pressure lifts, anxiety fades, and clarity steps in, because now you're in control. You're not waiting to be chosen, you're choosing to grow. And growth compounds just like interest, slowly at first, then all at once, and people start to notice, not because you announced it, but because value speaks for itself. It shows in how you communicate, how you handle stress, how you adapt when things go wrong, and how you stay grounded when things go right. And value isn't just about skills, it's about character, because talent may open doors, but character keeps them open. And every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you do the right thing when it's inconvenient, every time you choose effort over excuses, you're increasing your value, even if no one claps, even if no one thanks you, because self-respect is the foundation of confidence, and confidence is magnetic. People trust it. Opportunities trust it, success trusts it, and let me tell you something real. Chasing success makes you desperate, but building value makes you dangerous in the best way, because you don't need approval anymore. You don't need validation. You walk into rooms knowing you've put in the work, and that quiet certainty changes how people treat you, how you negotiate, how you lead, and how you respond to setbacks, because when you know your worth, rejection doesn't break you, it redirects you. Criticism doesn't crush you, it sharpens you. And delays don't discourage you, they prepare you. And the funny thing is, while you're busy building value, success starts looking for you, opportunities start calling, doors start opening, not because you chased them down, but because you became the kind of person they require. And that's how it works. Always has, always will. The marketplace rewards value, not wishes. And the higher the value you bring, the more options you have, the more freedom you gain. And freedom, real Freedom isn't about money alone, it's about choice, the choice to say yes, the choice to say no, the choice to walk away from what doesn't align with who you've become, and that power comes from within, from investing in yourself when returns are uncertain, from reading when others are sleeping. From listening more than talking, from learning from everyone, even those who doubt you, and make no mistake, building value is uncomfortable. It demands patience, humility, and persistence. It forces you to face your weaknesses instead of hiding them, but that's where growth lies, on the other side of comfort. And every skill you sharpen, every habit you clean up, every mindset you upgrade, adds another layer to your value, and layers matter, because when pressure hits, when life tests you, when success finally knocks, you'll be ready, not lucky, and readiness beats luck every single time. And don't rush the process, because value takes time to mature, like fine wine, like wisdom, like strength, and those who rush often crumble under success because they didn't build the foundation to carry it. But you'll be steady because you did the work. You became someone who could handle responsibility, criticism, and growth without losing yourself. And here's the best part: when you build value, success becomes optional, not obsessive. You enjoy the journey, you respect the grind, you stay grateful, because your identity isn't tied to outcomes. It's rooted in effort, and that makes you unstoppable, because nothing external can take away what you've built internally. So stop asking when will success come, and start asking, how can I increase my value today? What can I learn? What can I improve? Who can I help? How can I show up better than yesterday? Because when value becomes your focus, success becomes your side effect, and one day you'll look back and realize you never had to chase it at all. It was following you the whole time.